Not everyone with Igbo name is Igbo person. Oh. Not everyone that answers Mazi or Dibia or Eze is Igbo. No. It's not enough to answer Igbo name. I think the best way to know Igbo people now is by their action. Because a hood does not make a monk. That you put on hood as a monk, it's not enough to say that this is a monk. The easiest way to know a monk is by his action. When he acts, when he speaks, the way he does things will tell you that this person is a monk. And that is why I said that to answer Igbo name or to be an Igbo name is not enough to be an Igbo. It's time to know the Igbos by their action, by their words, and so many things, not just by names. The war has taken a different direction. I am shocked. This is millennials. It's unbelievable. Do you know that some people has went as far as, this is not common again. Oh. This is more than conspiracy and sabotage. Somebody will come online with Igbo name, with Igbo attire, Isiagu, with cap. Very soon they will be coming out with Igbo title. And we'll be saying something that is unbelievable. On making a very simple investigation of findings, you discover that person is not Igbo. The worst part of it is that the person will be swearing with the name of God. I don't know. I'm not finished though. This is terrible. Small boy, oh. The guy came online. I saw the guy on TikTok. So, from what the guy was saying on TikTok, I was concerned. I was like, how true is this? I started making my findings. What shocked me most was that this guy was swearing with the name of God that if what he's saying is not true, that God will strike him dead. Lo and behold, what this guy saying is not true. And he's bearing Igbo name. He's put on Isiagu with a red cap. There is problem. Oh. Some people might say it doesn't matter, that it doesn't make any impact. Who told you? It's making a lot of impact. Because when I went through the comment section there, I started seeing a lot of the comments I was seeing there was unbelievable. What did the guy say? That what is happening in Imo State is done by the Igbos, not by Fulani. On making my findings, I discovered that this guy is not an Igbo guy. Up till now, my question is yet to be answered from this very young man. But he bears Igbo name. The worst part of it is that he is swearing with the name of God that God will strike him dead if what he's saying is not true. Then what is the bone of contention there? He said that the people that are sacking people from their ancestral land are not Fulani people, that they are Igbo people. Now the question now is this. In this very ancestral land I'm talking about, nobody is there. Then who are the people that sacked the real owner of the land? For instance, if you are fighting over a piece of land with your brother, or a kindred is fighting over a piece of land with a fellow kindred, at least they will be there live. Do you understand what I'm saying? You grab your brother's land, you take your brother's land with the intent of doing something, maybe to build house or maybe to farm on the land. Now, none of the people are still there. So what is really happening? I don't know if I'm making any point at all here. Somebody should just talk to me. You said that the issue of land grabbing and sacking of people from their ancestral land are done by Igbos to Igbos. Now the question now is, the people that did it are not in the land. The victim are not yet in the land also. So who is victimizing who? My little findings, I discovered that nothing like that existed. Nobody, they've all run away from their land. So how come it's Igbo to Igbos? If it's Igbo to Igbo, even if you kill your brother because of land, you will not run. You still be in the land because you have an intent. You have a purpose of buying your brother because of a piece of land. But this time around, the person you are accusing of being behind the crime is not there. The victim too is not there. So who is the problem, if not the Fulani terrorist? Come on, man. This thing has taken a different dimension. It's terrible and unbelievable. In summary, not everybody with Igbo name is Igbo. Not everybody that answers or bears Mazi or Dibia is Igbo. By their fruit you shall know them. A hood does not make a monk.
When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about the presence of Fulani Janjaweeds in Nigeria, we thought he was just singing. We thought he was saying something possibly born out of the hatred of the Northerners or the Fulanis by the Igbos. But it's now becoming clear, because I am telling you sincerely, it's only the powerful almighty Janjaweeds that can pull this thing that just happened recently in Katsina in regards negotiating with bandits, leaving them with their weapons fully intact, and at the same time even coming to make demands for schools, markets, and the rest of it. That is to say, we're still talking about Ruga Settlement Part 2. That is just it. Sincerely. And I'm telling you, the way it looks now, it seems this Fulani Janjaweeds have Janjaweed clerics, Janjaweed politicians. And funny enough, it's not even just all about being a Muslim or Islam. The fact is, even if you are a Muslim or not, I am telling, even if you are a Muslim, as long as you are not of the Janjaweed family, I am telling you that means you are not even a Muslim. Because the way it looks now, the Janjaweed family actually is all about the radical explanation or definition of Muslim Islam, the way they understand it. I am telling you. And that is why they are able to render havoc on even Muslims themselves. And if you think what we are saying is not true, in the midst of all this kidnapping, tell me Fulanis that have been kidnapped and that they have demanded ransom for. Or tell me how many Fulani communities have been ravaged with these same people. And what is the argument? The argument, the initial reason for these such actions in the first place was based on the fact that they were attacked. A lot of their people were attacked. And I'm telling you, on what basis? On the basis that they enter people's farm and they finish their crops, most especially houses that are known to be predominantly farmers. All of a sudden, and let me tell you another attribute of these Janjaweeds. As far as these Janjaweeds are concerned, I'm telling you at the moment they don't even have a country. When you allow these Janjaweeds to establish their empire in any state, I am telling you, they invite all other Janjaweeds from all parts of the world. Get me wrong. Get me right. I'm not saying that all the Fulanis are bad in nature, but I am telling you that it seems they are Janjaweeds and they are all about an agenda. And the earlier everybody comes to this come to term with this, the better for everybody. And to some certain extent, it may as well look as if the Janjaweeds happen to be even the people keeping this man in detention for long. Because having seen a lot he has said, he seems to be a person that knows so much, which is actually troubling to them. I am telling you, and nothing more. Well, I just hope Nigerians will wake up to this and realize that there are people that are bent on destabilizing this country and ensuring that it doesn't progress and it doesn't grow. All they are all about is establishing their kingdom of radicality that can be spread to the world. That is how it looks at the moment.
Biafra had a military-industrial complex. They had no money. They were fighting Nigeria at the time from 67 to 1970. They made their bombs. They made their propelled grenade. They had their tanks. They had, what's that again? Ogunige. Now, they had all of that. When the war ended, this was dismantled. I was a kid, I went to the vice president of Nigeria, Vice Admiral. I said, why did you disband the military-industrial complex of Biafra? We could have been integrated into Nigeria, and by now we could have had the nuclear bomb. And he said to me, the reason was they felt Biafra would rise again. And so as a child, I went to Uli Airstrip, and I saw Uli Airstrip had every 10 meters they dug a hole because they did not want the planes to land in Uli. And I saw the governor the other day, and he said till today they cannot surface that road properly because of the damage caused by Nigerian forces, because they felt Biafra would rise one day. We are the cause of our problem. We had, no, you won't. We are the cause of our problem. Biafra had a military-industrial complex, and it was developed out of necessity. If you look at nations of the world, and nations that have a powerful military-industrial complex, most of these nations developed their military out of necessity. Israel, after the state was set up after the Second World War in 1947, I think, they felt encircled by the Arabs, and they felt they needed a military-industrial complex to survive as a nation. South Africa, they felt encircled and they needed to fight and protect the white minority government in South Africa. So they had to develop a military-industrial complex. Rich people like us who enjoy buying weapons abroad do not feel the need to spend money on research and development on a military, but we pay the ultimate price. We pay the ultimate price. You won't pay attention. Biafra won't rise again. We pay the ultimate price. We must spend money on research and development. The brightest, smartest engineers, professors, folks in Nigeria live abroad developing weapons for other nations of the world. The technology exists. It is not rocket science. The scientists who are Nigerians exist. To put this together is not very expensive. There is no need for Nigeria. There is no need for Nigeria to buy bullets. We can make bullets. There is no need for Nigeria to buy AK-47. We can make it. There is no need for Nigeria to buy grenades. We can make it. There is no need for Nigeria to buy drones. We can make it. There is no need for Nigeria to import cars. We can make it. The military-industrial complex, well-funded, developed by Nigerians for Nigerians, will guarantee we will fight the war against these insurgents for next to nothing, because it will provide jobs. We have the technological base. It already exists. We could export our equipment.